Alrighty guys, what is going on? It is JT Bricks here, back for another LEGO Star Wars video here today. And today, continuing our predictions and ideas and such for 2022 of LEGO Star Wars and beyond. Today we're going to be talking about the possibility of a new CMF series regarding LEGO Star Wars. Now, for those of you who didn't know, as far as news goes, LEGO is basically at this point allowed to make their own CMF for LEGO Star Wars. They're also going to be able to make one for Marvel, other brands, that kind of thing, because of a deal with Hasbro, where Hasbro is not the sole exclusive maker of LEGO, or I guess Star Wars action figures and such, which I guess, I don't know if people really consider minifigures and action figures the same thing, but that deal is no longer in place. There's a new deal between Star Wars, LEGO, and Hasbro and all that kind of stuff, so now LEGO can make their own kind of quote-unquote exclusive individual action figure sets and stuff, so obviously that means they can make a CMF, and obviously, why would they not make one? It's in high demand, and today we're going to be talking about some ideas for a possible Clone Wars CMF. Let's get right into it, shall we? I also wanted to mention before we really get started here that there's a lot of different clone minifigures that LEGO could obviously make in a CMF. Really, the list goes on and on, but I'm just going to get into my favorite ones, so let's get right into it. Starting things out, if we were to see a Clone Wars styled CMF, I think for one, it would be a very good idea for LEGO to remake some original officers from the Grand Army of the Republic, like Captain Rex, like Commander Cody, like Commander Wolf, maybe Commander Fox as well. There's really a lot of officers out there you can make in CMF form. And I think they should remake them in Phase 1 because we haven't gotten Phase 1 clones in really quite some time. I think the last time we got like a big wave of Phase 1 clones in general was probably around 2013 when we got the Geonosis sets from Episode 2. We've gotten some Phase 1 clones here and there in battle packs and stuff. But really, to remake some of these officers would be really nice. We haven't gotten a lot of these guys in a long time. And I think it's something that obviously is very popular and something LEGO could really capitalize off of right now. Continuing on, like mentioned earlier, another one of my favorite clones has got to be Commander Fox, and we've never gotten a Phase 2 Fox. We did get a Phase 1 a long time ago, but honestly, they could do that one too and remake that Phase 1 version, but a Phase 2 would be pretty cool, and ultimately, like I said, just a lot of cool clones out there that LEGO could make. Continuing on, I think another great minifigure would be a Phase 2 Wolf. Last time we got Wolf was Phase 1 a few years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, more than a few years ago, like a decade ago. Regardless, though, a Phase 1 Wolf would be great. A Phase 2 Wolf would be even better, though, in my opinion. I think I prefer this version. I think it just looks a lot better. It's definitely something that's much more unique. It would have its own kind of unique helmet mold, or at least one that's similar to the old Rex we got a few years ago. And just the color scheme and just the Wolf pack in general, I think LEGO could really make a lot of money off of minifigures like this one. Another one of my favorite clones has got to be Commander Bly, who we've actually never gotten in LEGO form whatsoever, not Phase 1 or Phase 2. When I was younger, I even made a custom Phase 1 Commander Bly that I painted on, one of the old Phase 1 clone troopers, which to this day doesn't look very good, but I had fun, and back in the day, it looked better than what I remember it to look now. And, if you couldn't tell, I really like clone officers, and I think LEGO could really do a great job of remaking or making new versions of these clone officers here, like Commander Bly. It would just be a great opportunity for LEGO to showcase, their new molds and all that kind of stuff, and just what they could do. And I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think they'd be very popular, and just clones in general are just a huge success for LEGO, and I think will be for a very long time. Continuing on with some more clones, although I'm not really much of a fan of clone commandos in particular, I think it would be interesting to see LEGO try and attempt to make a clone commando. I'm not sure what they do for the head mold. They'd obviously have to get rid of the crest that all the other clones have and that kind of stuff, so it would be interesting to see. Maybe they'd use the Mandalorian helmet and that kind of stuff, but I'd definitely like to see a clone commando done in LEGO minifigure form. Now, another idea that I thought was interesting was maybe for LEGO to remake Plo Koon, except with a new head mold, because the old mold doesn't look bad, but I think that this one here in this concept looks a lot better, and ultimately they could really kind of give him more life for Plo Koon, because, like I said, the old mold is not bad, but it's kind of, primitive and small, and I think if they remade a Plo Koon, they'd give him a new mold, and he could look a lot better, so that's definitely an idea, but something interesting in my opinion. Now, another minifigure, in my opinion, that would be pretty neat would be a new Kit Fisto, except this time he's shirtless, and he's based off of his underwater appearances in the Clone Wars, which would be pretty cool and pretty unique as well. I don't know if LEGO would ever do anything like this, but certainly it would be very interesting to see what LEGO would do. Maybe they could give Kit Fisto a new mold. The old one's fine, in my opinion, but maybe they'd try something different. I don't know, but it'd definitely be interesting to see Kit Fisto in a minifigure form like this. Moving on, one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars has got to be Savage Opress, and I never got the original Savage Opress from 2011. That was a decade ago, and I really wish I did, because I definitely could have gotten it. I got some other sets from 2011, which were still good. There was a lot of good Clone Wars sets back in that time, but I did not get the one with Savage Opress, which is, I think, the Sith Night Speeder, that kind of stuff, and I just really wish I got that set, because I really wanted Savage Opress, and I didn't get it, and I want him now still. So for LEGO to make a CMF of him, that would be absolutely fantastic. Please, LEGO. Moving on, another interesting idea in my opinion would be Cad Bane. The last time we got Cad Bane was a few years ago, and he's a fan favorite and very cool bounty hunter. I don't know if we're ever going to see him again in any Star Wars projects, maybe the Bad Batch, something like that, but certainly a fan favorite character and one that would be actually pretty interesting to see with some new prints and all that kind of stuff. The old prints weren't bad, but to see a new printed, 2022 edition Cad Bane would be something that would be pretty neat to see. So hopefully LEGO tries something like this. And for another couple minifigures, I guess, on the left here we have Pre-Vizsla. Really awesome minifigure. The old version is good, but a new version I think would be a lot better. Not to mention, to the right of him, Asajj Ventress. We haven't gotten a Ventress minifigure since 2011, I want to say, in that Sabadra Press set, so LEGO could really do wonders here with these two minifigures. Continuing on, another cool idea in my opinion would be an Admiral Trench minifigure. Now this one would be pretty hard to do and probably be pretty expensive for LEGO, but ultimately if they could do something like this and pull off a decent looking Trench minifigure, that would be absolutely amazing. Now he's not necessarily my favorite character, but he's definitely would be, a very unique minifigure, and I'm all for unique and creative ideas, so why not with Admiral Trench, I guess. Ultimately, though, guys, there really are tons of ideas out there, and if I tried to go over all of them, this video, would probably be like 2 hours long. I mean, just listing off clones that we could get would probably take like 45 minutes just like by itself. So there's a lot of cool stuff out there, though. I mean, it doesn't have to be just Clone Wars CMF as well. I mean, there could be the Mandalorian CMF, original trilogy, prequel trilogy, that kind of stuff. Ultimately, though, I think that either the Mandalorian or the Clone Wars CMF style is probably in the most demand for LEGO and would sell the best. But they can do anything they want, really. So a lot of cool stuff out there, though. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. But before I go, I just want to say thank you all so much for those of you who have been watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel and watching my videos and doing all that great stuff. I'm at 324 subs right now, I believe, by the time I am recording this video. And, like a month ago, I was at like 240 subs, and to be at 300, a little bit past 300 even already is absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for getting me 300 subscribers. We're obviously on to 400, but thank you all so much. It really means a lot to me to have you guys here with me, supporting my videos. And, that Clone Wars video that I posted a couple months ago is really doing well. The video I posted yesterday is doing well. I'm just really happy, and I'm grateful for all that you guys have done. And for those of you who are seeing this, thank you for watching all the way through the video. And I just want to say I love you guys. And, at 1,000 subs, when we get there, I'm thinking about maybe doing a giveaway. So that's something for sure. But just again, thank you all so much for supporting my channel and just being there for me and helping me grow. It means a lot. It really does. I never would have thought I would have been at 300 subs by now. I thought it would have taken a couple months, but thankfully we're starting to grow a little bit faster, so hopefully that keeps on going. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time on JT Bricks.